everybody, it's me, Jones, back with a new video. Don't concede, don't give in. The truck seems slant. Again, I'm parked on the slope, so I'm trying to hold the camera somewhat even, but just gonna roll like this. But yeah, so I've been keeping track of things that have been going on in the media and the news about the election, and many outlets have come out and said that that Joe Biden is new president-elect. Kamala Harris, she's the first something or other, whatever quote unquote marginalized background you want to assign to her, first VP. But the thing is, the media don't dictate the outcome of the election. The courts do. I'm holding on to this, the whole matter of the election fraud, which there's plenty of evidence of proving so. I'm holding on to those matters being investigated and going for the Supreme Court. And if need be, also the House delegation selecting who the president's going to be. So I'm not giving into what the media is saying, all their nonsense about Joe Biden won fair and square. No. And they think it's ridiculous to try to hold an investigation at this election. Well, then they're going to justify why was $40 million spent on investigating Russian collusion in the 2016 election that handed Donald Trump the presidency. It's funny when things don't go their way, they want to claim that the other side cheated. But when there's clear cheating going on their side, but by their side, I'm talking about the left, they want to act like it doesn't. They want to act like it doesn't exist. The left doesn't cheat. Bullshit. There's too much stuff going on showing that showing that there's some fuckery going on in this election, with dead people voting, more votes than actual registered voters, and more ballots rather than actual voters. Screwed up machines, errors, the whole 9 yards. There's a whole bunch of things going on, and it needs to be investigated. And until then, I'm not calling Joe Biden president-elect. All right. No, and if anything, Donald Trump is still the president until anything happens, until January, as far as I'm concerned. So and if they do an investigation and find out that Biden won fair and square, then cool. Then I can live. Then I can live with that. I don't like that outcome, but I can live with that. But what I refuse to do, and this is what a lot of people who you think would actually be on the side of the president, I'm not gonna just give in. I'm not gonna just give it and say that Joe Biden won the presidency. He did. And if it appears that he won, definitely it was done through cheating. So even with that in mind, I'm definitely not going to say he's the new president-elect. It's funny, you hear, I'm not giving into fear, being afraid of the left. You see, AOC, she talked about put together a list of all the Trump supporters, everyone who helped put him in office. These scare tactics which hey, I gotta give it to her. At least she's sticking to the leftist playbook, like has been done in Soviet Russia and Nazi Germany, and I think it was Cambodia. Anywhere where communism, socialism, Marxism Leninism, Maoism, China, for example, a great example, China, especially, has been put into play. They always come up with these lists. They always get these people they want to target and get rid of. So I'm not. So if they're going to target people who that they say put Trump in office or have been supporting him or funding his campaign, if I got to be on the list, fine, so be it. I'm not afraid. I'm not gonna be scared out of supporting whoever I want to support, because these people are unhinged. They lost their mind, and now they think they're out for blood. They want to act froggy. Jump. Don't. All I can say is just don't let anybody scare you out of being true to yourself. There are plenty of, I noticed a few YouTube. I noticed one particular YouTube channel that has done that, and I had to drop them. I don't do well with milquetoast fence sitters. Sorry. Fox News, they suck. They want to call the election before the results are in. You know, all I can say is Fox News. Hey, Tucker Carlson and Lou Dobbs, if you can, get away from that network because it's gonna crash and burn very soon after all this stuff is said and done. You know, they basically shown their true colors. All the rhinos, you know, these fake ass Republicans, Mitt Romney, for example, he's got to go. All these people who Republican in name only, they got to go because they show them their true colors. I'm not giving in to I'm not giving in to their madness. I'm not going to legitimize it by acting like it's not something that needs to be taken seriously. By acting like it's not something that's destructive. Act like it's not destructive. I mean, they've been in democratic cities, no less. They've been rioting and burning and breaking things and looting, attacking people, even murdering people because they have a different opinion from them. And I think we're approaching that time when these so-called people want to put together these lists like AOC or these Truth and Reconciliation Councils. Like what Keith Olbermann has been going on about. Hey, they want to start doing this stuff in the United States. Fine, they're gonna have a hard time doing it when with a country this big, for one thing, and full of hard-headed right-wingers like myself who aren't going to just let someone steamroll them. So as always, I encourage, I'm not preaching doom and gloom. All right, I always want people who watch my channel, people who subscribe to my channel. I always want you guys to be prepared. First pray, because we're not going to get through this on our own. We need truth and love on our side. Get that to the Lord. You're going to need him. Trust me. If you don't know him, get to know him very quickly, or at least get with people who do know him. You'll really appreciate it. They'll be very sincere and kind to you. But get yourself in shape. Get your affairs in order. Take care of any debt you have. Get yourself armed and trained. Even just dry firing is something that you can do. Especially since there are a lot of new gun owners out there who aren't leftists, but are you say liberal in taste. There are a lot of things they can do to protect themselves. Because hey, if these leftists, these Marxists, if they're talking about targeting people because of their political opinions, because of the property they own, because of how they look, because of what their sex is, hey, black men apparently are the reason why Trump got elected in 2016. And there's been articles written about how black men aren't upholding their end of the bargain when it comes to the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is a waste. All right, they don't deserve my vote. They don't deserve your vote. All they've done is paint you to be a weak, frail, insignificant person that needs their help with every little thing they do, every little thing you do in your life. You don't need them. They need you more than you need them. And that shows that you have the power to change. You have the power to change things on your own. You don't need to give them all that power, to which all they're going to do is waste it on their own little paid power trips. But don't get discouraged. Don't get demoralized. Like I said, there are many people out there who are demoralized. Don't buy into it. Stick up for yourself. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for this country. Because I did a video years back called "No Hill to Run To." I got nowhere to run to. And even if I did, I can't see myself running because I'm hard-headed like that, and I like to fix things. The funny thing, I spent so much time in this pickup truck, this Chevy, with all the grief, all the money, all the time, all the energy that I put into it. It's because it's worth something. It means something to me. I own it, and I want to keep it running. Done so many things to it. I've still got, I get headaches every now and then from some of the stuff I have to keep fixing, but it still runs, and I'm gonna keep it running. Just like this country, I want to do what I can to help fix the things that are going on in this country. I'm not running. Why would I run? This is my home. I'm not running from my home. No one's gonna chase me out, and don't let anybody chase you out as well. So this is more like a pep talk. You know, don't give in. You know, I think we need to stand by Donald Trump. We also need to, you know, continue to, you know, put his feet to the fire as well. You know, keep him in check. Make sure he's doing a good job. And the support, you know, call him out when he's doing something wrong, but also have his back when he's doing something right, because he's working pretty hard to keep, you know, to try to keep us afloat, especially with everything that's been thrown at him to attack him, and he's right. As I said before in the previous video, as he has said, they're not after me, they're after you. I'm just in the way. Meaning these leftists, these Marxists, they're after everything that is American. They want to destroy it because they hate it. They can't, because in the sense they themselves have nothing to add to it. They have nothing. They can't improve their own lives. You think they're gonna be able to improve this country? They can't do it. So all they can do is destroy. All they can do is gaslight people, to trick them, to lie to them, to try to satisfy their hunger for power, which will never be satisfied. So, which is why you should never give up. You should never give in to their demands. Stand up for yourselves. It's going to be tough. It will be tough. You know, being free is never easy. Being a slave is easy. You know, being a slave is very easy, but being free, it takes. You gotta be made of stronger stuff. And I believe we can be made of stronger stuff if we start sticking up for ourselves. If we start speaking our mind. And I think Donald Trump should not concede. He should fight to the bitter end. He should figure out what's been going on in this election. Too much fuckery's been going on, and I think the truth's gonna come out. I think everything's gonna work out well in the end. But even if it doesn't work out well in the end, we should still continue to stand up for ourselves. We should still continue to fight for what is right, fight to be free, and fight for our posterity. You know, fight for people who are younger than us, who don't know what's going on, who maybe even be brainwashed by a lot of things that that Marxists are doing. No, we should fight to be a shining example of what this country can be, of what it is. And don't let anybody scare you out of doing it. But that's my video. Please guys, tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you want to make a donation to the channel, just go to my homepage on YouTube. Look for the Give Up That Cheese button, and not the Project Pat. And go take it to PayPal. Donate any amount you would like. I want to give a shout out to some really good channels. As I often do in my videos. Or at least I've been doing it more often. I'm going to shout out to Jericho Green, Salty Cracker, Memology 101, Josiah's Rises, Steven Crowder. I want to give a shout out to Uncle Hotep, Handyman Mayhem. I'm trying to think of any of the Six X and Hammer 666. There's some things that I disagree with him on, but I would say he's in the same fight as I am in preserving this country. So I'm gonna shout out to him. Who else I can think of? Oh, Midwestley. I'm gonna give a shout out to Midwestley as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll see what I can do to address them. But that's my video. Don't concede. Don't give in. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care. Be safe, and God bless.